Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into a really captivating story.
We are indeed. It's the journey of Barbarik,
Right, from this, well, formidable Mahabharata warrior.
the Khatu Shyam Baba, a deity people deeply believe listens to everyone. It's quite the transformation.
It really is. And we've got some material here that traces this whole arc, this evolution from epic hero to, well, a major figure of worship for millions.
Exactly. So for this deep dive, our goal is to kind of unpack the key stages,
Okay.
his birth, those unique powers he had, his, let's say, pivotal role before the big war.
Right, the Mahabharata.
And then how he's venerated today.
Okay, sounds good. So let's go right back. Mahabharata era.
Yeah. So the background is Bhima, one of the Pandavas.
The strong one.
The strong one, exactly. He had a son,
Mhm.
Akatakacha, with Hidimba, and Barbarik is Katakacha's son,
Got it, grandson of Bhima.
which immediately tells you something, right? Immense strength is probably in the picture.
You'd assume so.
But the texts say he wasn't just strong. He was sharp, intelligent, and had this deep sense of dharma, what's right.
That's important, that sense of righteousness. It kind of explains his later choices, maybe.
I think so, yeah. It's fundamental to understanding it.
And he trained hard, too. It wasn't just innate talent.
Oh, absolutely. Rigorous training
Mm.
became known as like an unconquerable warrior pretty quickly.
Wow.
But then things get more spiritual. He performs intense tapasya.
Tapasya. Like deep meditation and austerity.
Exactly. To please Lord Shiva.
And did it work?
It did. Shiva was impressed, apparently, very impressed,
Okay.
and bestowed upon him 3 divine arrows. The teen band.
The teen band. Okay, that sounds significant. Not just skill, but divine power.
Precisely. This elevates him. It's a direct link to the divine. Plus, Lord Agni gave him a powerful bow, too.
So he's armed by the gods, essentially.
Pretty much. And here's the
Yeah.
kicker. Barbarik himself apparently said 1 arrow. Just 1. Could wipe out entire armies.
1 arrow. Goodness. Imagine having that power on the verge of the Kurukshetra war.
It's a huge factor. You can see why his potential involvement was a big deal.
Yeah, this incredibly powerful young warrior, capable of, well, ending things single-handedly. About to walk into this already complicated conflict. So what happens? The war is looming.
Right. Barbarik decides, true to his warrior nature, he needs to witness it. Maybe even help out.
Okay.
So he gets on his blue horse, quite distinctive, and heads towards the battlefield.
But what was his plan? Just watch. Or fight.
Ah, well, that's the crucial part. He had taken a vow
A vow.
to always support the weaker side. Always.
The weaker side. That sounds noble.
On the surface, yes. But Krishna saw the problem immediately.
The divine perspective. What was the issue?
Think about it. This vow, combined with his power, if he joins the weaker side, they instantly become the stronger side.
Right. So then he'd have to switch.
Exactly. He'd be constantly switching allegiances,
Back and forth,
leading to just unimaginable destruction. Total chaos. It would basically make the whole point of the war meaningless.
I see. So Krishna needed to intervene.
Definitely. So a very clever move.
Yeah.
Krishna disguises himself as a Brahmin.
A wise old man look.
Something like that. And he approaches Barbarik.
And just starts chatting.
Pretty much.
Mm.
Engages him, asks about his plans, his strategy.
And Barbarik tells him about the vow.
He does. And he demonstrates the power of his arrows. Krishna needed to see it, perhaps, needed confirmation.
So how does Krishna test him?
He points to a nearby peepal tree
Okay.
and asks Barbarik, can you pierce all the leaves on this tree with just 1 arrow?
All of them with
Yeah.
one shot.
Yeah. Barbarik, confident, fires an arrow. And the arrow works perfectly. It marks every single leaf,
Oh.
every single one,
Wow.
including, and this is the clever part,
Yeah.
including 1 leaf Krishna had hidden under his foot.
No way. The arrow found that too.
It marked it. It showed the arrow's power was absolute, unavoidable. No doubt left about Barbarik's capability.
So Krishna's seen enough.
He has. And at this moment, he reveals his true form, his divine identity.
Whoa. Imagine Barbarik's reaction.
Must have been overwhelming. And then, Krishna asks for something incredible.
What?
He asks for Barbarik's head,
Mm.
as Dan, as a sacrifice.
Its head. Just like that. Why?
As a sacrifice needed, perhaps, to sanctify the war, or maybe to prevent the chaos Barbarik's power represented. The ultimate preemptive act.
Barbarik's reaction. Surely he refused.
No. And this is where his dharma, his devotion, shines. He understood who was asking. He recognized the divine will.
So he just agreed.
Without hesitation, he willingly offered his head. It's presented as complete surrender. Not just obedience, but understanding a higher purpose.
That's unbelievable selflessness.
It truly is.
Yeah.
And right then, Krishna gives him this huge blessing.
A blessing for giving his head.
Yes. He declares that in Kalyuga, our current age, Barbarik would be worshipped.
Worshipped as who?
As Shyam, as a form of Krishna himself. And he promised, anyone who remembers him, Barbarik Shyam, with a pure heart, with love,
Yes.
Barbarik would fulfill their wishes.
So his sacrifice wasn't an end. It was the beginning of something else entirely.
Exactly. The foundation for him becoming Khatu Shyam Baba, the ultimate surrender leading to divine veneration.
Incredible. And what happened to his head then during the war?
Amazingly, his severed head was placed on a hilltop overlooking the Kurukshetra battlefield.
So he could still witness the war.
For all 18 days, he saw everything, every moment.
That earned him another name, didn't it?
It did. Shishtani, the giver of the head.
What a powerful image. A detached head, just watching it all unfold.
A silent, impartial observer. No ambition, no sides, just witness to the immense sacrifice and struggle. It highlights the scale of his own sacrifice, too.
And after the war, did Krishna say anything more?
Yes. After it was all over, Krishna blessed him again. He really emphasized how unique Barbarik's sacrifice was.
How so?
He basically said, many great warriors fought and died here, and maybe their names will fade eventually. But you, Barbarik, your sacrifice ensures you'll be remembered forever, especially in Kalyug, worshipped and revered.
A kind of eternal fame through ultimate sacrifice.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And that prophecy, well, it certainly seems to have come true, hasn't it?
It seems so. As Khatu Shyam, he embodies that sacrifice, that humility.
Selfless action.
Yeah.
Complete surrender. Not about winning, but about doing what was in that divine context, right?
Okay, so let's fast forward. How do we get from the battlefield to the temple in Rajasthan?
Right. The Khatu Shyam Mandir. It's in the Sikar district.
And the story is that's where his head was buried.
That's the tradition, yes. The place became known as Khatu. Much later, centuries later, the head was reportedly rediscovered.
Rediscovered?
Yes, and then formally enshrined. A temple was built.
So there's this direct physical link back to the Mahabharata era.
That's the belief. It creates this unbroken thread of faith connecting the epic past to the present-day worshippers.
It's quite compelling, and the temple itself is significant. I read something about Aurangzeb.
Ah, yes. There are accounts, popular beliefs, that the Mughal ruler Aurangzeb tried to destroy or desecrate the temple and failed. The stories say Baba Shyam's divine power protected it. Whether historical fact or legend, it really strengthens the devotee's faith in his protection.
I can imagine. And the faith is intense today, right? The Falgun Mela.
Oh, it's huge. Absolutely immense. Millions, lakhs upon lakhs of people gather every year.
Millions, wow.
Many undertake these incredible pilgrimages, walking barefoot for hundreds of kilometers sometimes.
Barefoot? That's serious devotion.
It is. And all along you hear the chants.
What do they chant?
Things like, Harika Sahara, Baba Shyam Hamara.
Eugene.
Baba Shyam is the support of the helpless, or the support of the defeated. And also, Shyam Baba Sabke Duk Dor Karte Hain.
Shyam Baba alleviates everyone's suffering.
Exactly. These phrases really capture the essence of why people go, the hope they place in him.
That sheer number of people. It speaks volumes about the need for that kind of solace, that support.
It really does. It's a profound expression of collective faith.
But what do people offer when they get there?
Various things. Kizar, which is saffron paste. Chedar, a special cloth. More pink peacock feathers associated with Krishna. And flowers, of course.
Peacock feathers, right? Linking back to Krishna.
Yes. And a huge part of the worship is the bhajan singing. Devotional songs, often going all night long.
All night. That must create an incredible atmosphere.
Very vibrant, very moving for the devotees. It's a core part of the experience.
And then there are the stories of miracles.
Yes, lots of them. People talk about healing, unexpected financial help, finding lost loved ones, things like that.
Personal stories that reinforce the belief.
Definitely. These narratives, whether you see them as miracles or coincidences, create a powerful sense of connection. People feel Baba Shyam intervenes directly in their lives. It makes the relationship very personal.
There's also symbolism tied to him, right? Those 3 arrows.
The teen bean, yes. They're often interpreted symbolically
How so?
as representing each intention or desire, karma action, and phao the result or fruit of action.
Intention, action, result. Like the cycle of life and choices.
It's a potent reminder, yeah. of how our intentions lead to actions which have consequences.
So what are the core teachings associated with him based on all this?
Well, definitely the importance of selfless action, doing your duty without attachment to the outcome.
Like his own sacrifice.
Exactly. And surrender, trusting in a higher divine will, unwavering devotion.
And prioritizing righteousness, dharma over personal gain or even victory.
That seems central. It wasn't about winning the war for him in the end. It was about upholding a principle, even at the cost of his own life.
There's also that beautiful quote attributed to him about just needing love.
Ah, yes. I will be wherever my devotees remember me with love. There is no need for elaborate rituals, just pure bhakti.
Bhakti meaning deep, loving devotion.
Correct. Just pure, heartfelt devotion. Such a direct message. Simple, sincere. That's what matters.
That must resonate hugely with people. Makes faith feel accessible, personal.
Very much so. It cuts through complexity. Focuses on the heart's connection.
You mentioned a specific story, a devotee's experience.
Yeah. There was one example given. Someone lost their job, felt hopeless.
Okay.
They undertook the barefoot pilgrimage, walked all the way from Jaipur to Khatu.
That's a long walk.
It is. And the story goes, within a week of visiting the temple and praying,
Yes.
they had a job offer, a much better one, apparently overseas.
Wow.
And now this person reportedly goes back every year, donates a chedar in gratitude.
That's quite a turnaround. And there's a bhajan associated with these stories.
Yes, Mir Sham Tera Nam Hai Mera Sahara.
My Sham, your name is my support.
Exactly. It perfectly captures that feeling of reliance, of faith that these stories illustrate.
These personal accounts, even if anecdotal, must be incredibly powerful for the community's faith.
They provide tangible examples, strength and belief in his grace, his willingness to listen and help.
So looking at Barbarik's whole journey, immense power, ultimate sacrifice, it really is about letting go of ego, isn't it?
Completely. Dissolving the self for a higher purpose, selfless love is the ultimate offering.
Khatu Shyam Baba becomes this enduring symbol, compassion, sacrifice, faith.
Yes, and the core belief remains strong. Sincere devotion, that heartfelt call, it reaches him.
Which brings us back to that simple, powerful affirmation.
Shyam Baba sabki sunte hain.
Shyam Baba listens to everyone.
You know, reflecting on this incredible story, the ultimate sacrifice, this unwavering devotion, it really makes you think, doesn't it?
About what?
About the nature of faith itself. What is it about certain stories, certain qualities that resonate so deeply across centuries, inspiring such profound, lasting belief? What truly endures?